Hey guys, Thomas Jr. here, aka Mustached Tom, here to review The Condemned 2, featuring Randy Orton. So, I decided to do a review of a movie that I didn't know if a lot of other people were going to review, so I decided to check this movie out, and it wasn't that great of a sequel to the first Condemned movie featuring Stone Cold Steve Austin. So, in this movie, we see that Randy Orton is a part of a mercenary squad ready to take down some guy who's doing illegal betting, and he has his number two guy with him, and they're doing all these bet stuffs. And then Randy Orton and his crew of mercenaries go in, and then they say freeze, and then the guy clearly says, hey, delete all that illegal stuff, and they don't really do anything except try to chase him down instead of shooting him in the leg, which they clearly did to everyone else except the guy who clearly said, get rid of all of this evidence. So, this movie does have a lot of plot holes, that being probably one of the earliest ones. And then, uh, we see that they chase him around. The main bad guy ends up dead, but the sub bad guy, who I'll just call Evil Mustache Guy, ends up like running away. And then Randy Orton goes to see his father, and then he's talking about all this mercenary stuff and taking care of the family business because apparently that's their family business, is being a mercenary or something. And then Randy says he's done, and then he ends up going somewhere else, and then getting a job with some girl doing tow truck stuff. And he ends up helping a few people here and there, and then he bumps into one of his old mercenary pals, and it's not really clear how much time has passed between. I don't remember seeing at least the time that the mustache guy ran away and him sort of trying to reform his life or whatever. But then they end up chasing. He end up trying to help the guy, and then the guy tries to kill him for some reason, and Randy's confused, and then he ends up killing that guy. And he sees this weird drone thing, but he's not sure what it is. And then he runs into the second mercenary guy, who tells him that if they go to this location by this time, that he'll get to live or whatever. And here comes the second biggest plot hole is, well, if he gave him that location, why didn't they just form up again and just go there together? I mean, what was preventing them from doing that? And, they end up finding another guy, and then he ends up joining them too. But then the other guy, who's a sniper, ends up trying to still kill them for no reason whatsoever. And then they end up in the place at the time, and then they find the final guy, and then the lame fight happens, and Randy Orton wins, and that's the movie. There are just a lot of plot holes in this movie, and the action scenes aren't all that great. You really don't really get to know any of these guys all too much, so in the end, I'm gonna give this movie a 3 out of 10. I mean, even as a popcorn film, I still found the plot holes to be way too big and way too noticeable to be that enjoyable. And the thing that should have been at the top of the movie, the action sequences, should have been handled a lot better. But for what it was very ugh. So that's my review for this movie. I'm Thomas Jr., aka Mustache Tom, and I'll see you guys next time.